loves, welcome back to my channel. I am MUA Nadia Sasha. Welcome back. Today we're gonna do it every day. Get ready with me, Glam. I've been busy mama of 3, and I just want to show you guys my updated routine. Let's get into the video. It's time for our motivational Bible verse of the day. So this is from the book, this is the Gospel of Luke 15:1-7. So this is Jesus's words, so I'm so excited to share it to you. Then all the tax collectors and the sinners drew near to him to hear him, and the Pharisees and scribes complained, saying, "This man receives sinners and eats with them." So he spoke this parable to them, saying, "What man of you, having 100 sheep, if he loses one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one which is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, lays it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and neighbors, saying to them, 'Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost.' I say to you that likewise there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 just persons who need no repentance." Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna let you guys think about those words. They're pretty self-explanatory. They're Jesus's words, and this message is strong and beautiful. Okay, my friends, so I'm gonna start with moisturizer. This is Delfonte Milano Collagen with vitamin C and elastin. It's an anti-aging cream, and my grandma left it for me, and I've just been using it because why not? I mean, it's here. I just want to do a little chat and get ready with me. You guys already know how we get down for this channel. Okay, this is Wet n Wild. This is the Dewy Luminex primer. I have been on a journey, you know, in my life, and I'm rebuilding my makeup collection, and I actually ended up throwing away all of my makeup collection and only keeping Nadia Sasha beauty products. And I went through a season where I didn't wear any makeup for a long time, and it was kind of during my pregnancy, and I just feel like it was spiritual. And the reason why, which I'm finding out now, was because I would wear makeup a lot, and I would find like I would have a lot of like confidence like when I had makeup on. But not to say like makeup is a bad thing or anything, I just had a lot more confidence when my makeup was on. So I went through this season where I didn't wear any makeup at all, and I just couldn't if I wanted to. But through this season, when I rebuilt my makeup collection, I'm trying to build my collection with better brands now, because before, I don't know if like the brands that I had before were just like spiritually not that good, you know what I'm saying? And I really guard everything that I have in my home. Okay, you guys, so for my makeup journey, we had moved from a place, and God had blessed us, you know, with the place that we are now. And I was working at Sephora. I was getting ready every day. I was feeling so good about myself, you know, and you know, makeup had helped me during the postpartum last time. God had given me makeup as a gift because I knew I wanted to be an artist. When I was younger, I would be like, oh, I wanted to be a tattoo artist, or even a music artist, like different type of artist. It was always like an artist. It wasn't like it was never like a doctor or a veterinarian or like a dentist or like anything like that. It's just I was artistic. I wanted to be artsy. I went and I worked at Sephora, and I found out the next day that I was pregnant, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know. I have told this story like a lot here on social media, but I'm gonna do kind of like a fun look today, just like color story all over the place, fun. It was really nice, and I really loved my coworkers. I loved my work environment. But the next day that I was working, I found out that I was pregnant the day after I got hired, And I was like, dang, they're gonna think that like I just work here for like a certain reason or with this or that. I was very like self-conscious about it. So I was like, dang, dude, I have to tell all these women that I'm pregnant. And it was like really scary moment, lots of anxiety in that time of my life. And eventually I told them that I was pregnant, and you know what? I killed my makeup looks every day, and I was pregnant and I was doing my thing, and I loved my position. I loved, the person that I was, and how I got to influence and touch people's lives in Sephora. That's always been a big thing to me. And I was doing makeup, and I was doing other people's makeup with my belly bump in the way. Like, it was really a good time for me. I love it for me. And then what happened was, it was time for me to have my baby. COVID hit, and then I left my job. They laid me off during COVID, which happened for a lot of people, but I was really grateful. So I opened up my business, Nadia Sasha Beauty, because I was cleaning off makeup products, wanting my own makeup line, and I made my own makeup line. And from there, I just tried to keep on improving my makeup line during the pandemic because I was really set on what I wanted to do. And then I got married with my husband during this time. Went back to my job. I got married while I was working at Sephora. Ended up having a miscarriage, and I just really had to rely on God during that time because it was a hard time in my life, and I just couldn't give up faith because times were hard. So fast forward to now, I ended up getting pregnant with my son. And during this time, like during the whole time of like Sephora and the miscarriage and stuff like that, I had to quit because like life was hard around that time. I wasn't working at Sephora during that time, but it was really hard because we got married and it was just like so recent. It all happened so fast. So during this time, I just kind of used it to take a break, and I wasn't really doing makeup as much, but I was like getting closer to God because I just feel like that's where my calling is and where I feel loved and important, and what's important to me, especially throughout the miscarriage. So during this time, recently this year, I was doing like really good in makeup, and then I got pregnant again, and then I got like really tired and I didn't want to do makeup as much. So there was that. And then during this time, when I was pregnant, my dad had gotten really, really sick, and he had cirrhosis, and he passed away, and it was very devastating to me. And I couldn't really I didn't have time to even process it because people were judging me so hard. And I didn't even have time to grieve my dad because of what people would say about me while I was pregnant. And I had to get over that, knowing with that pressure. And it was hard for me. Like, that's like, I know I don't have like a lot of following or anything like that, but like people really don't give me a moment to break and like be a human being. And I just wish that people were more understanding of that for me, because it's hard. Like, I'm a human and I could only do so much, and it was like a multitude of people just like, oh, you can't have time because to yourself to even feel that, and it's like I needed that. And now I feel like I'm kind of grieving. But so I went through that time in my pregnancy, and I was doing eyelashes. I've just kept myself very busy because I didn't want to be depressed. I didn't want to be sad because I knew that people were watching me, and if I was, that like somebody might say something. It was really hard for me. So what ended up happening was I kind of like took a small break, like from just like withdrew a little bit, not necessarily from social media, but like I had to take my own mental break from people because it was a lot. It was really just a lot. And so I just took a break from everybody kind of, and did like eyelashes and just chilled off of everybody. And it was like trying to get back into makeup. It looks crazy on the camera, but like in the mirror it looks good. Now I'm kind of just trying to relax and get back into makeup and just try to like live peacefully you know, without being bothered. And I love that for me because I really just need peace at this part in my life. And God has really pulled me through because, like, the way that I live, like, the amount of, like, the way that people have, like, treated me is really not cool because, you know, we're all people, and I understand that God holds me to a certain standard. And, you know, so do some people. But I'm not a perfect person, and I go through things, and I think that I should be allowed to go through things and the emotions of life just like anyone else. Like, I would be understanding if anybody else went through something, but my problem is expecting the way that I treat people from other people, which I try to be very kind, you know, and loving and understanding. And it's just that not everybody is, when I say that not everybody is like that, it's just true. Not everybody understands. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. Some people, they just thrive off shutting you down or putting you down. And sometimes they try to, and sometimes they don't. But with God, I've been able to get through this and kind of like let people talk and mind my own business. And that's what I've been trying to do. It's really like, for me, it's really difficult to just let people just say things about me and not say anything. But I've gotten to the point where no matter what people say about me, I don't care anymore because God has worked on me to that point. So now people could say whatever they want to me, and a lot of the times, like, I won't budge. I'll just be like, you know, it just looks kind of like a reflection of what people are going through in their life, and I'm not somebody's punching bag, you know, at all. I'm not here for people to beat me up, to treat me bad, or anything like that. So I just try to be peaceful and loving and forgive those who have wronged me because that's what Jesus would do. And I've had like a really hard time lately in my life with just, you know, everything is like comes with a price. Like, nothing in this life is perfect for anybody, and I just want to advise you guys, like, don't ever see somebody's life and want their life because you think, oh, it's so much better than yours or something like that. And that's why I'm saying, like, I expect how I treat people out of others, and not everybody is like that. It's just true. So it just goes to say, really try to work on yourself daily and be a better person daily. And if anybody is ever trying to talk about you, especially if it's not true, just let them talk and throw their tantrum, and eventually those words will come back to them. And it's true what I say. Just take my advice on it. Just well, girl, this is girl time. We're just talking between me and you, okay? This is not for the outsiders, okay? This is for us. And the people that like be low-key hating, they're not really gonna be here. They're not gonna stick around to this point, at least, you know what I'm saying? So the people that really like, that really feel me, the people that like my friends, like, we're here, we're talking, girl, we're talking. But you guys, and for those of you guys that know me, you guys know that, like, if I ever see that you're sad, like, I will always try to uplift you. And the reason why that I do that is because when I'm sad, sometimes I don't have anybody there for me. Sometimes I do, and I'm very, very grateful for the people that do. But I just know that we all go through things in life. Okay, loves, I said, did I say everyday look? I hope I said let's see where this goes, because honeys, I did like red on the end and purple here in the center, and I'm gonna do like lashes and all that stuff. But yes, so honeys, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you guys are still with me, like, please comment down below and let me know who you are, because sometimes when I run into you guys, it's hard for me because you guys don't comment sometimes, and I'm like, who is this? How do I know you? And like, some of you guys run into me and I want to know who you are. Like, I'm nobody. Like, I really am nobody. Like, I'm just a mom of 3 living her life, you know, that hasn't given up on her dreams, to be honest with you. But hey, like, if you're watching me, please let me know so I could greet you by your name, okay? If you guys ever need anything, like you can ask me, and if I can help you, I will. But just know I'm not a billionaire yet, you know? So whatever God wants for me is what he wants for me. If he doesn't ever want me to be a millionaire, that is completely fine, because I'm not here for like to make $1 million, okay? Like, I'm here for whatever God sent me here for, and if that's not to make $1 million, that is fine by me, because God over culture, okay? It's just true. So many people are like so concerned with like money, 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 and I'm like, I'm not no Mr. Krabs, okay? Like, just living life, trying to live life right. Excuse this makeup wipe right here. Because I've been really enjoying this chat. It's very therapeutic for me. Sometimes I wonder, like, what am I doing to be so calm, so peaceful in the midst of having 3 kids? What am I doing that helps me be so peaceful? And sometimes I just don't know, but it's honestly, I still take care of myself. I still brush my hair. I still try to do skincare, even though my skin has been acting funny with me. I do things, you know, that help me feel good still, and I haven't given up on myself. And I think that's important, especially if you have kids, especially 3 or more, okay? It's important that you still take care of yourself. If you don't, then who else will? Moving on to the face. So I have like a unique routine, which I'll show you. I use this Wet n Wild contour stick, and I contour before I put on my foundation, and I just feel like it makes everything so much more even. Listen, don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you don't know the hell that they went to get through where they are now. And if you went through those feelings that they went through to get to where they went through, a lot of times you wouldn't want to be them either. Social media and their life is portrayed perfectly. Of course, we only show people the good things. When was the last time? I'm gonna blend this. I used a milk foundation, and I used the Wet n Wild contour sticks, light and medium. I don't know what this is called. I think something walnut. Where's walnut? And then the other one is this one is Follow Your Biz, in the shade Warm Medium by Milk. And I love this foundation because it is lightweight. But I just want to tell you guys that don't ever want what somebody else has, because you don't know what they had to go through to be there. And I just want to encourage you guys to enjoy your own life today. If you feel like you're not enjoying your life for some reason, or if it sucks for some reason, I encourage you to pray about it and seek God and ask him, you know, and to literally be grateful. You know, if you have a place to live today, that is something to be grateful for. If you have food in your fridge, I encourage you, because that's something to be grateful for. If you have you know, somebody in your family that you love, I encourage you to be grateful for them, because some people have lost their loved ones, and you know, they would give their whole life just to see their loved one again. And you know, some people are still here with that burden, and on top of it, you could never be anybody else. All that you could do is be the best version of yourself. So if you see a quality in somebody else that you don't have, you know, if they're smiling and you don't feel happy, then you need to do whatever it takes to be happy for yourself, because we don't get nowhere in life by doing nothing. You know, we have to do something. You know, faith without works is dead. So if you want to believe in something, then you have to work for it. So actively work on getting what it is that you want or what you need out of life. Okay, loves, I'm going to, this is in the shade What Shady Beaches, and I'm just going to use this Sephora brush and make a I didn't really talk too much about the makeup, but you did see me blend and you did see the process, and watching somebody do something is the best way to learn. If you guys want more, like, this is definitely, if you guys like come here for like skill, like solely like to learn skill, then this video, honey, was not the most instructional. I am so sorry, but I hope that you learned a little bit about, like, I could help you in some way to at least feel better, you know, like I'm just chatting with you guys, like at least feel like we spent some girl time today. If you haven't hanged out with friends in a while, if you're a mom like me that doesn't really have too many friends, you know, just like chat and chilled, because life gets, sometimes it gets the best of you and life gets rough, but we have to overcome, you know, we have to overcome, regroup, regather ourselves, and overcome. All right, loves, I don't know the temperatures where you're at, but it is hot like the equator out here, okay? It really is. I don't know, it's 109, so I'm not kidding when I say hot like the equator, because honey, it is really giving like equator vibes outside, like real talk, not even exaggerating or anything. If you look up the equator, I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar to what we're experiencing out here in California, but yeah. And for those of you guys that are just tuning in here, just brand new, go ahead and comment. Like, I would really like to keep up with you guys in the comments and who you are, and just knowing who you are, like who is out there in the world, because your story is important. It is so valid, and sometimes I just talk about myself and I'm like, oh, this is not important, nobody cares, whatever. But I mean, somebody finds it interesting, that's why you're here to the end of this video. I mean, like, you obviously thought, like, girl, I could sit and chat with. But yeah, you guys, I know that life is not easy for anybody, like for you, nor me, nor your mom, nor your dad, you know. That's why people make mistakes, and just know that you're loved. You have a father in heaven who loves you. And bonus points if your father on this earth loves you too. My dad, he really loved me a lot though, like I see that a lot now, and I did when he was alive, but even more now. People, when they pass away, they leave behind the love that they have for you in life, and that's the greatest gift, love. Because when somebody passes away, you don't stop loving them, and I think that that's so beautiful, and it talks over and over about love in the Bible. So just, if I could tell you guys anything, it would just be love, 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 love the Lord, love and appreciate who's around you, the gifts you've been given, whether it be abilities, talents, people, whatever you're grateful for today. Just, you know, thank the Lord, you know, have a praise moment. Just say, like, think of all the things you're grateful for. Like, thank you, Jesus, that I'm not homeless sleeping on the sidewalk, or thank you that I am not thirsty right now and in need of going to a well, or thank you that I have running water. And if you don't have running water, thank you for the lights. And if you don't have the lights, then thank you for this day that I woke up. You know, it's life. We go through certain seasons where we don't have anything. The disciples had to be humbled. Sometimes they didn't even have a home. We have a new day. This is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice. I'm my makeup looks sometimes, they're just solely for therapy. They're not like, sometimes they're just therapeutic. I'm gonna add a golden highlight, and this is from Nadia Sasha Beauty. So beautiful. I'm gonna add some Huda setting powder. I'm gonna give you guys a tip. I'm gonna press in my powder, and it's gonna give me a flawless finish, long lasting. Okay, my loves, this is my favorite lipstick of all times. This is NYX Suede lipstick, and this is Sandstorm, and I repurchased like this. I don't really repurchase. Watching. I'm gonna give it a little setting spray. This is the Finny Matte Wet n Wild setting. Okay, my loves, so this is little baby Malik, and he is 4 months old, and he's super cute, super sweet, super clingy to mama, and he loves me very much. I thank you guys for sticking around to this video. Please subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you would like to see little Malik grow, then make sure you subscribe, because I'll make sure to put him on time to time, huh? Make sure. All right, I love you guys.